Have you ever had a day just totally go in a different direction than you intended it to go to that day? You do something totally different than you intended on doing today. Well, got some gramoxone loaded up on the trailer, and we're gonna go spray some beans. We have several farms over there at the lake, and it was so wet this spring we ended up having 3 different plantings over there, 3 different plant dates. We have beans that are ready to harvest, we have beans kind of midways, but they're all further enough along we can hit them with gramoxone and finish them up and hopefully start harvesting on them this week. Today is Thursday, October the 3rd. We're getting back to it. We were supposed to do all this morning, and ended up I had to take some hogs to the processor. So while I was gone, Robert was working on some things, and he's actually cleaning up the combine and the corn header. He's having to clean up 2 corn headers because we ran that one doing custom harvesting. As of October the 3rd, it's still for sale. There's a boy interested in it, but it's a first come first served basis. But the header is for sale if you are interested. You probably can't see it in that dark hole, but Robert's down there in the field cleaning up the 8-row head, flip-flopping, adding equipment and stuff, and it's totally throwing off the way we store equipment. But pulled the old gray truck up here to load the gramoxone and saw it blowing smoke. Smoke coming up beside the window, and we got this elbow here. Fell out of the stack. And this is not the first time it's fell out of the stack. We had it do it once when we first started shelling corn. We had this truck on a hopper bottom when we first started shelling corn, but it was so flipping hot when we was shelling corn, and this truck has no AC, so we put the hopper bottoms on the trucks with the AC. But we've done stuck that in there once and it come out. The old elbow's kind of, you see, cracked anyways, and just so happened I had a new elbow sitting in the shop from a past project. So let's see if we can't get this old elbow off. Wish I had a new clamp for this, but I don't want to have to run to town and get one. Get all sooty before lunchtime here. Gosh. Son of a B word. What the F's? Oh, you look at this mail. Again, have you ever just not seen your day going that way? I want to see if I can get that old elbow knocked out and go from there. Roll the hood over on this junky B word. I'm remembering why I sold this hunk of junk now. It don't look like the clamp was tightened up good back there. Which then again, how you gonna get in there to tighten it? That's the question. First things first, let's see if we can get this damn thing on.
October the 4th, and today, hopefully after lunch, we're going to get started drilling wheat. Went to co-op this morning, got the seed tender filled up, fixing to pull it up here, check the tires on the drill and grease it right quick, and check the hydraulic oil and the tractor and the motor oil, all that good stuff. We would normally no-till our wheat, but this fall it was just so wet that we tracked some of our corn ground when we were spraying post-emerge and side dressing it. If I run out of stuff to do till he calls, got a brand new blade for the honeybee. As you recall, I don't know if we showed it or not, but this fall or this summer when we was cutting wheat with the honeybee draper, we broke a blade. And we did have a splice kit, but we've been meaning to put a new blade in this thing for a while. But we got about 135 acres of wheat to drill, and then hopefully Tuesday we're going to start cutting some soybeans. I've heard mixed reviews on the beans. Either they're really good or they're really terrible, so I got a feeling ours are going to be in that really terrible range, but I don't know. I don't know if he showed it or not. We kind of had a bad day yesterday. Our old Gray International blew the exhaust pipe apart. It done rusted up, and so we ended up spending all day working on that. But we did take the 4630 sprayer yesterday and go spray some beans with some gramoxone. We had some beans that were ready to cut on the hills, but as you fall off in the flat, they were still still green, still had green leaves on them. So we took that sprayer and sprayed them with gramoxone. Hopefully even them all up, that way we can go in and cut them all at once. These are all the beans over there at the lake, first beans that we planted, and it's a pretty good haul over there, so we'd like to get them all at once if we can, so that's why we ran the sprayer with the gramoxone. Did some tractor swapping yesterday too as well. Got the 4650 on the grain cart. I just missed it, but the neighbor came by with his 305 and reel disc. I think everybody's gonna get started drilling or sowing wheat today. I know another neighbor up the road, they're up there spreading wheat, and the other neighbor, he just came by getting wheat ground ready. So a lot of wheat probably gonna get sown this weekend.
I don't know what it is. That thing will move wheat a whole lot faster than it does things. That's some dang pretty wheat. That's that Joyce grown wheat. That's a little bit of everything under the sun in that mix. So I thought I should bring you along for what is wheat. I guess you call it wheat sowing, wheat drilling 2025. We're planting along here on a big steep hill farm. I have all that planted. Got field view up here mapping the field. We got our yield monitoring telling us our population anywhere from 1.2 to 1.5 million. It kind of bounces around a little bit. Auto steering, some fairly nice long roads. This field's kind of narrow though. We get over there and that's a bluff, it drops off. Made some really good corn down through here. We adjusted our straw chopper tailboard down for the 6-row head. And I thought we would be alright with it, but after we worked the stalks, you can kind of tell where that combine's spread for 6 rows. We should have left the tailboard up, but we'll know that going into next year. see how you'll have residue, and then how this ground's kind of a little more bare. That's what I'm talking about there. Let y'all get a little shot of the drilling there. Feels like when you're coming down the hill, it feels like you're going the speed of light. But you got that old big old drill, and I know them openers in the ground, but when she's full of weight, she will kind of push you down the hill. She gains lots of momentum. We just took get turned around. We took the desk and worked this once, just trying to get a little bit of this residue incorporated, trying to knock down some sprayer tracks we made when we sprayed it because it was just so wet. These two fields out front was not ripped this spring, but the field in the back was, and you can just tell it by the moisture in the soil. That back there where we ripped had so much more moisture still left in the soil compared to this. You know, it's pretty dry. It's dusting. You can see the dust coming off the drill back there. But not much to tell on this farm, just drilling along here. What am I gonna say about drilling wheat that I ain't already said? This is our wheat we saved. It's a blend of wheat. What I've been doing the past couple of years. I like it. It may not be orthodox. It may be a little unorthodox, but we've had pretty good success just blending them wheats together. Kind of cover all your bases. We got a new wheat. I think we're going to try a new wheat this year. I ain't completely made up my mind yet. I hate to buy wheat when I already got, and if I do have it, I won't have but one box of it. I hate to buy wheat when I already got some, and we're going to have the canola this year. I'm not going to have a 200 acres of wheat, and I got enough wheat seeds for 270 acres. So if you're in the West Tennessee area and need some wheat seed, I'll probably make you a deal on it. Now we're going to enter the steep portion of the farm. So if I actually held the camera up where I was straight, if I hold the camera up level, that's what she looks like. Right there's, you know, if I hold the tractor in line with the camera in line with the tractor, that's what it looks like. But if I do it level, that's what it actually looks like.